sometimes, it feels like. And I feel like the whole thought that keeps popping into my mind is proving yourself fatigue. And I am just incredibly frustrated with this sentiment, because it's affecting me a lot, I feel like. So, in my regular life, we'll just hop right in. In my regular life, I do not subscribe to the idea of proving myself. I don't really care for that sentiment. But whenever it comes to trying to find fulfillment in a career, it feels like it's like either you're fighting against yourself or you're fighting against the world outside of you, and it's just a very confusing thing to navigate, because like innately you would want to believe that all of us have value and that we're valuable beings and creatures, and that's true. Some of us are we pour more effort into caring for ourselves than others do, and everybody's on their own journey with that, so we're not here to like compare or judge in that way. But I am so goddamn motherfucking tired of feeling like I need to prove myself to companies that I don't even want to work for, to be quite honest. I feel like I get this defeated feeling constantly, but I'm just in denial of it, and I feel like I just kind of avoid it. But every single time that I am going to find a new job, look for something else, a new possibility, a new whatever, I just feel this very deep dread, this disappointment, this frustration, and honestly just sadness more than anything, because it feels like I'm having to like submit and subscribe to something that I don't even really give a fuck about. So you pull up the Indeed job feed, you pull up the LinkedIn, you look at all the different things that are available for you to do, and everybody always says like everybody's hiring right now, like it's pretty easy to find a job. That may be true. That may be true. And people, do what they gotta do to pay their bills, take care of themselves, things like that. We're not discrediting that. Go you. Fantastic. It's hard out here to pay bills and fucking be a person. But then there comes the second layer of, I don't know if it's ego, I don't know what it is, but there's just like a piece of me that's like, I just could get violent. I could get violent over this. It's like I'm denying a part of myself, and I'm not honoring myself by submitting to the workforce. I probably sound like a spoiled little baby, and fuck it, I don't care if you guys think that. But it's like I just want to do what I want to do. I want to do what I'm passionate about. Is that not enough? And I know that everything does take work. It does. And maybe I would be willing to put in the work if I had any semblance of idea of like what is actually going to work. If I had the crystal ball, if I could see, hey, you're gonna be a bomb-ass photographer one day, you're gonna kill it, that's gonna be your path. If someone could just tell me that, I would be like, okay, great, now that I know that, I'm going to invest all my time and energy and look for jobs that are specifically about photography, photo editing, and also do that in my own time and just eat, sleep, breathe, make my life about that industry. If I knew that that's what I wanted to do, okay? Or if I knew that that is what was going to work for me. And you take a step back and you go, okay, well, life ain't that easy, honey. Life ain't that simple. You you don't really get to know. That's why you have to experiment with things. You got to go through the trials and the tribulations to get there. You can't just know what's gonna work. That sucks. Sucks to suck. Suck it up. And then I'm at that doorway of, okay, what is it, universe, whatever, what is it that you want me to do? And I know I literally just made a video about jobs, so I apologize. But also I don't, because like it's my life right now and that's what I'm going through, and I told you guys I wanted to be more, inclusive of you all on this journey to see, and I know for factual information, lovelies, that I am not the only one that goes through these things. And all of your creators that you watch, I don't know that they're sitting here talking about the stuff that you guys are going through, you know what I mean? Which is part of what makes them appealing, right? Because they've got their life, their world going for them, and you can kind of escape into their world and kind of live in their fantasy a little bit. And I think that's also part of the appeal of YouTube in general, is like you can watch a bunch of different people do something they're really good at and what they're really passionate about, and it feels good. But then you press pause, you shut your computer for the night, you turn off, put your phone down, ready to go to sleep, and what do you have? You've got your life, not their life. You've got your life. So I think it can also get a little bit slippery, because YouTube is a place of escapism as well. And it's a way of avoiding your own self-discovery journey and your own life, to be honest. I feel like we go through so many different phases in our life, and I don't know that, maybe, I'm just trying to think of like whenever I was younger, my life was like all about like ice skating. Like at one point in my life I was like, yes, like I love stretching, I love being flexible, I love ice skating, it's so freeing, it's so great. But I didn't even like have that awareness as a kid, but like I just like lived that reality. And then a different reality was like doing gymnastics, that was a reality. And then a different reality was going to art school, living that lifestyle, loved it, my life was about that. But then the struggle of adulthood is, once all of those kind of like predetermined things for you, maybe your parents encouraged you to get into a certain sport, maybe your friends in school, you met and you did yearbook. I did yearbook. I loved yearbook. I loved that. That was a reality of mine. So we do all of these different activities throughout our lifetime. And, it is a baseline, just something to fill our time. But more than that, hopefully, it's a way for us to connect with ourselves and then connect with other people who are passionate about the same thing that we're passionate about at that moment in time. But the struggle of adulthood is nobody's telling you what to do, right? That's freeing and that's amazing, great, but it's also challenging because no one is telling you which direction to take. It's all on you to have to figure out. And I know a lot of these things that I'm saying in this video are very obvious and like, no shit, right? But I don't think we sit there and process how much these things actually affect us, though, because we're so into distractions to avoid these feelings. But yeah, so as an adult, no one's telling you what to do, what industry to get into, whatever, that's all on you. So if you went to school like myself, that's not everyone's experience, I get that. But if you went to school like myself, you get your degree. All right, are we going to use this thing? What are we going to do? And if you ended up choosing a broad one like business or marketing or whatever, there's lots of broad degrees, I feel like, but if you chose one of those, you might be feeling even more challenged than the people that have like a very, very specific thing that they did. And you might even be feeling a little bit envious of those people at times because like they just seem to know and they're doing it and they're going feels a little oddly limiting in a weird way. Because it's like if you're the type of person that had a million different hobbies as a kid, or just you've always been someone that just like picks up something for a little bit of time, you enjoy it, and then you're done, and then you move on to the next thing, and then you repeat that pattern. You might be the same way in a career sense, in a job sense, and it's rough. It's kind of rough because you might tell yourself in your brain that like, well, I'm not enough of this one thing for that company, so what good am I to them? And then you like don't go for that opportunity, and then you find something else and you're really excited about it and you think you can do it and it's really great. But again, that voice of like, well, I didn't really pour that much effort and energy into that one particular little area because I'm not interested in specializing in something. I'm not interested in just honing in and sticking to one thing. I'm more of a free bird, just flying around doing what I like to do, and that's what gives me satisfaction, and that's what gives me, I feel like, happiness is listening to myself in the moment at whatever stage in life I'm at, and listen to what that version of myself wants and do it. And that doesn't look too good on a resume, to be quite honest. It's like, to me, it makes me look flaky. It makes me look like I can't commit to something. And it feels like I'm almost being punished for being that way, like having that nature. Because the world doesn't seem very cut out for that. Because why would they hire me if they know I'm going to leave in literally 6 months to a year, right? But I'm competing alongside other people who are like diehard obsessed, like really driven, really motivated, really passionate, and like they're gonna like suck ass. Not suck ass. They're gonna suck dick, they're gonna kiss ass. They're gonna like, like people please within their job because they get satisfaction from like being so good at something and like pleasing their boss and performing really, really well. I'm just not that person. And it may sound like I don't know if that sounds like that's fake, like me, or that I'm talking shit about that kind of person. It might sound that way, and I feel like this video is just a lot of me just kind of like maybe whining a little bit. But sometimes you just gotta get it out, and I'm not gonna try to be like cool, calm, collected about it, because what's the point? I'm just gonna talk my shit, okay? But yeah, like in any job that I've ever done, there's always a person that is that kiss ass, suck dick, try hard, achiever, success, like leech, like they just like need that, like there's more to life than a job, there's more to life than you know what I mean? And sometimes I wonder if those people like don't have hobbies, or if they don't have passions, or like things outside of work, because they hold such a tight grip to performance that you just like have to wonder, But like if I was a hiring person in the real world, I'd be like, oh fuck yeah, I'm gonna take this girl over here that's gonna work her ass off and is like so passionate, like yes. But for me, it's like I'm putting on a hat, I'm putting on a mask, I'm putting on a skin suit every fucking time that I make a cover letter. Every single time that I have to update my goddamn resume, I'm just putting on this fake shit just to prove myself that I'm worthy of being hired by your company. When in actuality, I don't really care about your company. I just need money to survive. And I'm using you, company, as a means to pay for myself and my stuff. But I'm not getting fulfillment from you. It's just so exhausting, and I think I'm just making this video in frustration, just sharing like how exhausted I am at this. And honestly, kudos kudos and credit to those of you who, like, I've heard of people that just like apply for a bunch of jobs. Like, they just kind of like mass apply for jobs, and then they just like do a bunch of interviews if they get them, and then, you know, whatever. Or, I don't know, I just don't really hear people talking too much about like feeling super discouraged about this like hunt and journey. But it's so exhausting, and it's like, you want me to pour all this energy into this bucket right here, and it's like stripping away layers of myself and my spirit and my soul and like what makes me happy, just to like please this thing over here. You know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like I'm running even further from myself, and this is why I don't make YouTube videos all the time. This is why I don't make art anymore, because I'm drained from a job that I don't like. And then you would say, okay, well, leave. Okay, well, guess what? Leaving brings me to this process, everything I'm talking about right now, and the frustration, just like like, I just want to cry about it and shit. This is what leaving looks like. And I'm not necessarily the type of person either who's very like grind. I'm trying to think of the word. There's like a phrase. It's not tooth and nail. Hit the ground running. Maybe hit the ground running. Like, put your head in the books and like go really hard because you know the reward is great. I have a hard time with that, and that could be just an area of my growth that I just need to work on and just work harder at things. But I'm just like, it's this weird like hill hump thing that I have to overcome. It's like, okay, you have to work harder to get over this fucking point, and then you can be happy, and then you can be successful, and then you can be doing what you love and get paid for it. But it's all this that I'm just having a hard time grappling with right now. Call that spoiled, call that, you know, dreamland, not in touch with reality, some weak bitch shit, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. But someone help. Because if you're just gonna hit all these roadblocks over and over and over and not get a yes and not get a green light, why am I putting effort into this stuff, you know? Alright, let's calm down. Let's calm down. Calm. And I know the whole sentiment of like, successful people fail a lot, right? Successful people got told no a million times before they got told yes. But they have the success. They have the success now, right? They've already been over that hump part. Maybe I just need to be watching more content on like successful people and how they got over that. Maybe find some podcasts, if you guys have any podcast recommendations or anything like that that can like help me get past this weird, annoying ass phase of like not even having the energy to like pour into my own goals and dreams. And I don't even know what those are anymore, to be honest, because things just have changed so much. But it's almost hard to justify spending time on those things if you are gonna fail, you know? Relatable. Question mark, relatable. But it's just something that like I know I have to push through regardless. But I don't know, y'all. Was this too much whining, or was this okay? I hope you guys aren't like, oh my god, shut the fuck up. But yeah, so this is a kind of video that I probably would like put on my Patreon, like this level of vulnerability or frustration or openness or non-filter or whatever you want to say, because it's not really painting me in the best light necessarily, and that's why I usually do put those kinds over on Patreon, because it's not as like polished. But not that my channel's even polished anyways, that's never been a goal of mine, but hopefully you guys know what I'm saying. say that saying all of these things out loud, it does sound like a person who's insecure, and it does sound like a person who's jealous of people with success. And both of those things could be true. But I think a deeper part of me, it's more just like a mourning and pain and like disappointment that like I haven't found my thing yet. I think that's more like the underlying thing, because I feel like I've always been a person that has believed in myself and my ideas. Like, I know the value of what I have to offer. But I think a lot of the times when you get all these doors shut and things don't seem to work, and like you feel like you have to put yourself in a box and a mold just for the sake of getting a job and like getting money and stuff, like it really deteriorates at your creative spirit and your dreamer spirit. And I feel like I've just lost all the things that I love about myself, to be honest. And that's really fucking sad. And I want to cry. It's hard. It's hard because back whenever and I know this is just like adulthood, and y'all can be like, girl, like this is what it's like duh. But hey, I'm 24, like I'm young, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went to school and I did all that, and I had the privilege and luxury and whatever you want to call it of not having too many financial obligations myself to have to take care of. And I lived in that kind of like immature bubble of like not having to face real shit yet, or adulthood things yet, in the sense of like financially providing for myself. But it's like I was so much happier back then. And maybe you guys can relate too. I'm sure you can. You know, back whenever you were a kid and all you did was like play outside, play video games, do art, and not have to think about paying for anything, like you probably were happier. And I guess this is all just like a testament to showing like, if you don't find a way to nurture your inner child and your passions, like you're just gonna waste away and be a miserable fucking adult like the rest of us, right? So I want to dedicate myself. I feel like I just say all these open phrases all the time, and I'm just like not very good at follow through right now, but I want to make it a goal to like reconnect with those parts of myself that give me actual joy, despite all this adult shit, and despite this whole like having to conform for the sake of money and having to face that, because like that just like eats me up, because it just, like I said, it just takes away all the parts of me that are beautiful. Like having to submit and do the things that I don't want to do for the sake of money. Like if it was a passion thing and that was making enough money, of course I'd be happy, of course I'd love my fucking life, but because it's not that way, we're just in a fucking shithole slump about it. So, that's the video. If you guys are relating, I would love to hear it down below. I had a sweet girl comment on one of my most recent videos, who I have connected with so much, and you know who you are if you're still watching this. I love you, and literally every single time that you comment on my stuff, it makes me feel so good and validated and seen and not alone in my experience, because we experience similar things. So I think vulnerability just means a whole lot, and it makes us feel human, and it makes us feel more connected. So I would appreciate if anyone else is going through anything like this, that we can just be here for each other in the comments, and you know, validating others is really helpful. You know, feeling seen and not feeling so alone is a really good thing, and it goes a lot further than you may think it does. So yeah, I love you guys. Thank you for listening to this rant and me possibly most likely sounding like a whiny bitch. Today is not my day. Yeah, we're not in the cute, aesthetic, motivated, cute, other side of the hill part yet, but this is real and